Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the MLM Moms. We've seen countless people reach financial freedom with MLM businesses, and now it's our turn. Come join me while I implement real, powerful, and simple marketing tactics to build my six-figure business that most of the MLM industry is oblivious to. I'm Michelle Bowler, and welcome to the MLM Moms Podcast. So, I don't know when you guys are going to be listening to this yet, but for me, yesterday was Monday, and it was such a good day. I know that's a little bit odd to say about a Monday, but I'm actually really starting to like Mondays. I'm really loving what I'm doing with work, and I'm finding myself excited to wake up and get to work. What's funny though is yesterday I was more than just excited to get back to work. I woke up and felt like I had a lot of energy. My brain felt really clear and direct in what was needing to be done and what I wanted to do about it. And I just rocked the day. It was awesome. And in the evening, I was getting my girls ready for bed and I was reflecting on how the day had gone, and I was just starting to wonder why it felt different. And my husband, Austin, has been out of town for a training in the Army for over a week now. So I was expecting to be tired, because it takes a lot of energy to take care of everything by myself, but I wasn't drained or anything at all. Normally I am, and on Sunday I was feeling drained. The whole weekend though, literally nothing went according to plan. And Sunday, there was actually some upsetting things that had happened. And when I talked to Austin about it, my husband, I just lost it. And I was crying a lot. So I was expecting to be really tired from that. But I wasn't. So as the night went on and I was trying to figure this out, and I was listening to a podcast episode, and Lara, Casey, I think her name's Laura, was being interviewed. Lara Casey is a wife, mother of 3, and she created the Power Sheet goal setting planner. And she founded a magazine. She's written books. She's recently just released a whole slew of products focused around what cultivating what matters. It's awesome. Look her up. And she's also written a few books about making things happen in our lives. Awesome lady. I'm becoming a huge fan of her. So during her interview, she started talking about how in the entrepreneurial world, we talk about hustle and we glorify it a lot. And that to a degree is good. You need to be willing to work hard, but we forget the importance of rest. And more often than not, people just work so hard that they end up burning out. And that's a conversation that people talk about a lot. Like, how do you avoid burnout? So here's her point of view. Even just in life, we glorify being busy and doing more and more. Like our kids they can't just do one sport anymore, it seems like. They have to be year-round or in a sport every single season, and on top of that do dance, and we have to cook all the meals and be working and be doing this and and. And everything is just about doing and being more and more constantly. So Laura started explaining how we need to learn from nature and life, because everything teaches us that everything has seasons. Spring is a time of growth. Summer for work. Fall is harvest, and then winter is rest. And when we can bring that into our daily lives when we bring that into our lives on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, then we will do so much better at accomplishing our goals. We can't just hustle our way through it. We won't enjoy life. We'll have a working life, not a full life. And I really love this. I grew up, we always had a huge garden growing up. As kids, we took care of the yard, and so I've witnessed this rotation of the seasons very closely, and it really spoke to me how true this is. with, we had apple trees and a peach tree and a plum tree, an orange tree, and a tangerine tree, and a lemon tree. So there's like all these trees along with a whole garden. But what I loved is there is a time when the fruit is there and it is plentiful. And, there's that harvest, but then it stops. And we prune the trees and we get it ready to survive the winter. Now, granted, I was in Southern California, so winter wasn't all that bad on our trees. But there still was that ceasing. The trees don't produce fruit all year round. They rest. And then in the spring, the rain starts to come. They get more water and they just grow so much. And from year to year, they grow, but they do almost all of that growth in the spring. And then out of nowhere, the blossoms come and all of a sudden you have these big, beautiful fruits. So it's interesting, though, that as we take time to rest throughout the process, though, then we have more to give. We have to be like those trees. We have to take the time to rest. Laura's explaining all this, and I realized that that's exactly what happened for me. Sunday wasn't exactly an easy day, but I took a complete break from work. I didn't check emails or DMs or any sort of messages. I didn't think about what I was going to do even just the next day when I woke up for work Monday morning, because I had done that on Saturday. Nothing, like absolutely nothing about work. And it felt so good. I had worked really hard all week. There was a lot to get done, but I let myself rest. So I wanted to share this so you guys could make a plan and schedule that resting season. I'm going to take every Sunday off. No matter what, I'm not going to work the whole day. I might not even check on social media stuff just because that's connected to what I do so much that I just want to make sure I'm not tempting myself to even think about it. And I'm just going to let work sit and be, and I'll be fully present with my family and myself. So I just wanted to share that insight I got. Hopefully you can see the clear brilliance in it too. Until next time, rest up. Hey lovely ladies, thanks for listening. Make sure you remember to subscribe, and I'd really love to hear your feedback, so don't forget to leave a quick review.